Guys, I want to start this show by giving thanks to the Most High, Stan Kroenke, for providing loads of funds for Arsenal to go and splash out on this guy. Arsenal have officially signed Declan. Oh, that's not Declan Rice. Oh my gosh! I typed in Declan Rice and Scorch. Can you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why is Declan Rice holding up a Gareth Barry shirt?
Why is Declan Rice holding up a Gareth Barry shirt? Guys, welcome to Armchair Gaffers. Where do we go that on there, Scorch? Let's start. So basically, guys, me and Scorcher were in the Armchair Gaffer cave over last night. We're just discussing, where we're taking the show and yada yada yada, and looking back and looking forward and trying to figure out what we're trying to achieve with Armchair Gaffers and looking at the state of transfers. And we had the epiphany that Declan Rice, as good as he is, okay. I like Declan Rice, by the way, guys, just so we're clear. I don't want to be misunderstood in any way, shape, or form. But Declan Rice, as good as he is just.
But when you say just, it sounds like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Declan Rice, sorry, let me just get this up on the screen. Declan Rice is Gareth Barry. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No?
That's the response, isn't it? No, it's not.
The thing is, you guys might misunderstand us. Scorch, I don't know how you feel about Gareth Barry, but me personally, I was a big fan.
No, you know when like I used to really like Gareth Barry's dope, yeah. But then, do you remember like he scored one banger for Everton? Like it was like, guys, like I know you lot think I'm just this guy that drinks Ribena and just keeps it normal, but
Gareth Barry has like 400 or whatever it is Premier League appearances. Okay, that's 400. Might be 653 Premier League appearances. Yeah, he's a real guy. The point we're making isn't anything against Declan Rice or against Gareth Barry. What we're saying is that no one ever would have paid £105 million for Gareth Barry ever. Obviously, he retired many years ago. In his day, he would never even been bought for 30
How much
mil?
did he go to Man? How much do you reckon he went to Man City for? It's worth checking out, isn't it?
I've got his thing up here on the screen. He went to Man City for 5 million. No, this is a bit 18.5. 18.5 million, which in today's money, will be around about 35 to 40 mil. But that's just where we are right now. That's just how we wanted to start the show, guys. Big up everyone in the chat already, everyone in the comments. Squash, you want to add anything? Because we like to throw a curveball when we start our show.
Gareth Barry, and there's another person I thought of as well.
Who? Wait, English?
No, further north.
Ooh,
Scotland.
Yeah. I think about Hartson, but it's not him. Who you think about?
You're a sick man. Man said Hartson. Darren Fletcher.
Fletcher would have never been worth. What would Fletcher have been worth in his heyday?
Not much.
35. Bear in mind, guys, David Beckham was bought by Real Madrid for 35 million as well.
Darren Fletcher, Real Madrid.
No, David Beckham.
Oh yeah.
David Beckham was bought by Real Madrid for 35 million. Let's just bear that in mind when we talk about transfers. You know what? While we're here, Scorch, and guys, we just need to take some time out and pay homage to one of the best to ever do it. Francis Fabregas. Francis Fabregas Soler has called time on an illustrious career. And I want to know from you guys and from you, Scorch, when you think of Fabregas, what team do you think of?
Do you know what? You're not. I don't know if you're gonna believe me, but do you know what I actually think of Fabregas? Like, this is just like when he came back to the Premier, he did an assist. I think like he done. I can't remember if it was against Burnley or someone
Acosta,
like
probably.
that. And you see, Cesc, there's two people I dislike.
Time out. We got a guest with us, guys. Guys, say hi to Josko. If you've seen the podcast, he appears every now and again. Obviously, I've had Josko in the green room waiting for some time. He insisted that he couldn't be on the stream on time because it goes against his Jamaican roots. So he said, "Boy, after."
Hey, our Jamaican roots. You know you're unofficially official. You see what I'm trying to say?
I've been in.
Hey, don't ramp with Jamaica though. You know, don't ramp with Jamaica. They got ballers now. You know, they're balling out now.
I know, Mikel Antonio.
Hey, pick up the Trini. Them. Can we just whoop them up 4-1? We whooped up St. Kitts 12. It's going off. Hey, Demarai Gray. Hey, it's going off. It's going off.
Hey, Josko, what are you saying? Me, you, Jess, Cole Palmer, and John Stones.
The real Jamaicans.
Cole Palmer and John Stones.
Real Jamaicans. Yeah, the real Jamaicans, bro.
Cole Palmer though. Cole Palmer as well.
Bro, you don't know. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn.
What is he involved?
For a start, he's mixed race.
I swear though, I didn't know that.
You know, when I realized, at first I was just liking him, yeah, cause he scored some mad goal. I see him score a mad goal in like FA Cup or something.
Yeah,
I was like, raw, he's wavy, yeah. But from there I started paying attention. And then I saw a thing of him, then I saw like a thing on social media of him paying homage to Vybz Kartel, and I was like,
ooh.
He was moving like Vybz Kartel was Michael Jackson, and I was like, oh, he gets it. And then I clocked his name was Palmer, then I saw his dad, and it all made sense.
Palmer, big up. Hey, Carlton might be his uncle. You never know.
Guys, let's get back on track, all right? This talk, Scorcher, don't do that. Can you guys hear me properly? Yeah, because my headset's now broken. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Just go. We were just saying we'll catch up on where we've been so far. We said that Declan Rice, as much as we love him, Declan Jollof Rice, that's his name, is basically just a Gareth Barry regen. There's no difference between the two. It's been going off on Instagram and on the Twitter, but as far as we're concerned, there's no difference between either of them.
I commented on that post. You know, I disagree. I agree. I probably agree with the levels right now. I agree with levels similar, not far off levels, but as far as attributes and that, I think they're different. They're different ballers, but levels, like, yeah. But I think Declan could kick on, but it's to be seen, innit? This is the test for him now. Can you kick on, or are you just gonna be that level, innit? Do you know what I mean? But I think attributes wise, they're different. Like Gareth Barry, he had like more football IQ, yeah, better passing range. He could play make. He had the ability to like dictate pace and tempos of games. And he scored more goals. At Aston Villa, he was banging like 8-9 goals a season. With Declan, he's obviously more athletic. He's quicker. He's a better tackler. He doesn't read the game as much as Barry. So like Barry didn't have to tackle as much. Like Carrick, they read the game, but Declan is a better tackler. He's a better ball carrier. Like Declan, yeah. I listen. You lot will appreciate this one, yeah. Declan, yeah. He's got two choices, like ability wise, yeah. He can either be, yeah, Rodwell. Do you remember Rodwell?
Of course.
Do you remember the hype around Rodwell?
Mm-hmm.
He went full 50 million to City. Was it 30 or 50?
Or something stupid them times, yeah.
Bro, the hype around him. He could either be Rodwell, yeah, or he could be Paul Ince.
Just so we're clear, sorry, Josko. A lot of our subscribers are very young and they don't understand Paul Ince. So you got to give a modern day example of Paul Ince because some of these people were born in the year 2000 and later.
A modern day example of Paul Ince for me is Rice, but what Paul Ince had over Rice, he had natural
Melanin.
arrogance, natural
Oh.
presence, natural I'm the governor, as he called it. So he was on the pitch, yeah, and he wasn't on the safeguard thing. But Declan has all the similar attributes as Paul Ince. Like, they're both good ball carriers, strong, quick, athletic, strong tacklers.
So can I cut you in? So do you know what
Yeah.
you're really saying then? What you're really saying is, when Rice fulfills the prophecy, the new Roy Keane is here.
Paul Ince, I wouldn't say Roy Keane, Paul Ince. Because you know why, yeah?
Roy Keane.
Josco, Scorch sent me a clip of Roy Keane in his heyday a few weeks back, and I didn't know that he had that. Yeah. Anyway, we moved on from that. Thank you for your take. We moved on to just paying homage to. Sorry, guys, in the chat, if we're going backwards, just had to re-update Josco. We are paying homage to Fabregas on his retirement. I want to know, Josco, when you think of Fabregas, where do you think of him? What club springs to mind?
I did see you post this as well, yeah. And for me, all of them, but for me, yeah, different phases. Because at Arsenal, what comes to mind is the young Fabregas that was dictating from deep. Yeah, and then he kind of progressed into a very competitive Fabregas. That's what I knew. Yeah, this guy can go all the way. When he got that competitive streak in him, I'm seeing him doing forehead rubs against man like what? Like he's going mad. I said, "That cool. He's not just on a dictate nice, yeah, Barca kid thing. No, he's got spite." I said, "That cool." Then he went away. He went
False 9. He went to False 9, Barcelona, Spain.
Hey guys, can I just say as well, when he went to Barcelona, is it just me, yeah? But you see, when he was in Spain, yeah, I was like, why does he look taller?
Yeah, he did. He got bigger. He did. He had a late growth spurt. He did.
Time out. Abdul Messi, random question. Who was a better passer overall, Cesc or Scholesy?
Scholes.
Yeah, that's it. Abdul Messi, you got your answer. But Scorch, sorry. The assist, it was to Andre Schürrle, apparently. It's in one of the comments here.
No, but this was the problem though. Like, as a Tottenham fan, like, by the time Cesc left here, he was like one of them people that he got it. He understood the North London derby, what it represented. He understood the things that his fans needed to see and all of that, yeah. So like, I used to dislike him, and it's easy to kind of cap to yourself and hide behind like he's not the fastest and the strongest or whatever. Yeah, cool. But this was the problem when he came back to Chelsea. You could see like his legs weren't the same in it, yeah. But when he done that assist, I was like, it doesn't matter. No, like, oh no, he's not done. He's evolving. I was like, oh, and that for me, that's the Cesc.
Scott, you see, like, because he actually was on the decline when he come to Chelsea, but you see the ability of them man there, yeah, to, although they're on the decline, their football brain, they're not ego don't get in the way. Alright, cool, I can't do X, Y, and Z no more. But here, what I can do,
pivot.
I can do C, D, E very, very, very well. Yeah, exactly. That ability makes alright, cool. They wasn't just like had a peak few years where they excelled with PMP and whatever else. Yeah, no, they're actually ballers. Like, these are the type of man where you also appreciate them when they do their old charity games and that. And you got the likes of Scholes and Seedorf doing one-touch pings and that. And you're saying, yeah. Like, yeah, these men are next level. And, when you were just making that point about Fabregas, yeah, it made me think of, like, yeah, he is similar to Scholes in that sense. Because Scholes started out as a cam. He started box to box. There wasn't cam them days. It was box to box. Then he got turned into a cam. Yeah, almost a false 9 before false 9 cam, yeah, off a striker.
Bro, Scholes, Scholes, yeah? He had a season playing like second striker, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, he scored like something mad, like 20 goals.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Scholes, yeah? Scholes and Rooney, yeah, they're the same person in like some alternative universe. Like Rooney, yeah, Rooney's like
Rooney's goals. Basically, Rooney's what happens when you have to fight for every meal, otherwise you don't get fed. Whereas Scholes had a loving mum and dad at home, and dinner was warm off the stove, not from the microwave.
I was gonna say, yeah, Scholes, yeah, is a striker. Scholes is like a striker, yeah, that's ended up playing midfield, and Rooney's like a midfielder that's ended up like, you know what I'm saying, the other way. Like,
Scholes played up front for the youth team. He did
Yeah,
play
like,
up front at times for the youth
Guys,
team.
important question before we move on from Fabregas, because we've got some current topics to discuss. Who were his contemporaries? So when you think of Fab, okay, he's not on the, let's be real, yeah, he's not on the Zidane or Luka Modric level, but is he on like the Xabi Alonso level?
no, stop, don't do, no, please. Please. Okay, okay, thank you. Please don't do that. Don't just. Okay, thank you. Because this thing where sometimes man use Xabi Alonso's name in ways that I'm not comfortable with. Like
Okay.
No,
Xabi
wait, explain though. Wait,
no, because Xabi Alonso is up there with the best of the best of the best. But people don't rate him.
I'll explain quickly, Josco. This is just my way that I break it down. Spain, yeah, had this new revolutionary way of playing football at the time, yeah. And
wow!
Everybody,
Look at this.
No, please.
You're banned. How do I ban you from the stream? How do I ban
that person on timeout? But see, Xabi Alonso, yeah, like Spain had this way of kicking ball, yeah, and that weren't how Xabi Alonso kicks ball. But what he does is so important, they're gonna disregard all of that for him to do this. And you know the other reason as well? You see, when Xabi Alonso plays for Spain, he does the same thing he normally does.
I've put him on timeout. I got to untime out him. Carry on, sorry, guys.
When Cesc Fabregas plays for Spain, yeah, he plays where they can get him in. Might be striker.
Oh shit!
Might be on the left.
Yeah, I think he had his best spell for Spain at false 9. That team was mad.
How do I get him back?
And guess what though? He's not a false 9. So I remove. Do you know what bracket where I've got Cesc Fabregas? Somewhere. I'm not saying like maybe, I don't know, but I got him and David Silva in a zone. Yeah,
I'll take that.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm just trying to take. I put Nathan time out for real, and
yeah. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
David Silva-ish.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Sorry,
but it's difficult. I don't know.
He's in a place that I think Bernardo Silva's trying to get to. On the way.
I don't know.
On the wing and all that, but it's
different.
I don't think Bernardo's gonna get there.
To be seen because he could go to Saudi Arabia and that's a bit techie.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get there. I need to see Bernardo like main man drag a team by the scruff of the neck and do something like I need to see a bit more. Like he's always like the unsung hero type. He's like, you see in a band, yeah, where like there's that backing singer where you're like, I think that backing singer could do bits, you know, as the lead vocalist, but they never grab that ad lib and really give it for you to say, you know what, like, yeah, come main, like, yeah, you get me? Whereas Cesc, bro, I see that guy from a teenager grabbing Arsenal by the scruff of the neck and saying, yo, come, we're riding out today.
Mr. Camkick says Fabregas and KDB should never be mentioned in the same breath.
Wow. Wow. Hey, Fabregas was a big game player, you know. Go check KDB in big games and go check Fabregas in big games. See the difference.
Let's move on, guys. It's getting quite toxic. Guys, I've made a mistake here. I've put Nath on timeout, and I don't know what's going on.
You put him on timeout. You're worse than I thought.
No, but It was meant to be a joke, but now he's gone. Nath, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get you back.
Jess, do you know how many bad stories start off with it was meant to be a joke?
Is Fabregas better than Guti, Real Madrid?
Yeah.
But you see, Guti, yeah, the talent is ridiculous. But if you're going on overall, you got to give it to Fabi. You have to. But if you're on about just out and out, like just ability on the ball, like Guti's ability is mad. But overall, you got to give it to Fabi.
Fair enough. Okay, guys, we're going to stick with something more current now. Quick question. Temesgen Aragua 11. Jess, would you take Sancho to Arsenal? No. The reason being because I like my white people to be very, very quick. Very, very quick. Like, not like fast, just very quick. Simple as that. As much as I love Alexander Hleb, I will not take Hleb from back in the day into Arsenal now because he's not very, very quick. Simple as that. Let's move on, guys. What's happening in the world of football? Oh, Josko, you're a United fan, yeah? Lovely. So, me and Scorch were talking the other day, yeah? And we realized that United have to raise funds. Okay, apparently I heard 100 million to spend, and then I heard it's 120 million to spend. But in today's market, 120 million can be 2 players. It can be 1 if you're unlucky. And in fact, with the United premium that you guys always pay, more often is 1. You've pretty much agreed to sign Mason Mount. Okay, it was Jason Jount early last season, but it's now Mason Mount. Yeah, Mason Mount. So it's gone back to be Mason Mount, okay, for I think 60 million. So if you've spent 60 million out of your supposed 120 million that you had, okay, it means you have to sell to raise funds, right?
Yep.
The issue that you guys have is that no one in your team who you can sell is worth any kind of money whatsoever. Me and Scorcher went through this already, Josko. We sat down, we had a Cobra meeting. We had 2 bottles of Rare Nephews, some Saltfish fritters, some Callaloo and some plantain, and we sat down and we hashed it out and we said that, cool, first of all, you can sell Anthony Martial. Scorcher, how much did we say he was valued at? Or how much would he be worth to a buying club?
Somewhere between 8 to 15.
We said top end 15 million.
Martial won't get bought. He'll get clubs because of his injury record. Clubs will loan him. They won't buy him. They might put a lot to buy option on there, like clause on there. So if he plays a certain amount of games, you kind of have to trigger the buy clause. But they won't out and out give us cash for Martial.
Time out.
And you know what they'll do as well? Sorry to cut in, Jess. Do you know what they'll do? They'll do the Diego Simeone special,
which is just get players for free.
This guy on loan, and I'll give him a chance, but I'm not 120% sure that I want this. What I'm gonna do is just make sure I just don't make sure he doesn't meet the criteria
and then buy him for cheap. Shout out M, you just joined. We haven't spoke about Liverpool yet. We've only spoke about Declan Rice being a region of Gareth Barry and on Fabregas being probably the most underrated player, not midfielder, player in history. Cool. Martial, 15 million if we're lucky. Yeah?
I don't even see that, but yeah.
Cool. So now we've got 50 million in the bank. We're rolling. Okay, cool. Next, Jadon Sancho. Okay. If you're lucky, you might get 40 million for Jadon Sancho.
I don't think we're going to sell him, but yeah.
Okay. Let's just say someone comes to buy him. Okay. You've now got 40 million for him plus 15. You're on 55 million. Great. Donny van de Beek. We didn't mention this guy.
He's another one that will go on loan, I think. But if you're gonna put up to buy
15,
on there, it's 10, probably 10.
10 million. So now we've got 70 mil. Cool. Scorcher's best player, McTominay. We can get 25 from McTominay.
No, I don't think we're gonna sell McTominay, but they already said they want, like, if they are gonna sell him, they're gonna charge a big fee for McTominay. So they're gonna overprice him out of a move. if they do sell him. I don't think we are gonna sell him. But
Okay.
McTominay, like you're looking at like 40 mil.
Okay, that's 100 mil right there.
Newcastle came in with like a 35 mil, and we said, "Nah, get out of it."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a terrible world you live in when McTominays are going for more than 35 mil. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy? Buying McTominay for 35 mil, and you just got Longstaff here.
No, you've only got one of them now. One's gone.
Yeah, I know, but you've got pick either one. You're good.
But I think that's what Eddie was looking for. Like more like he wants a certain mold of player in it. So if he can get a second Longstaff, I don't think Eddie will mind. Do you know what I mean? But what Eddie's on, Eddie Howe's thinking, I want a second Longstaff, but you ain't gonna be a starter. So 40 mil, what United are talking about, 40, 45 mil now. That's too much. Yeah. 30, 35, they would have done it.
But we're up to 100 mil now if we sell him for 40 mil.
Maguire.
And then lastly, Maguire, that's a cool 17 to 25 mil easily.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna go for that. They're gonna want at least like 40 mil for Maguire. There's certain things that matter, yeah. We see when you're club captain and country captain, that gets thrown into negotiations. Like, it gets thrown into negotiations. You get one cap for England and your price automatically goes up. If you're captain, your price goes up. If you're club captain, your price goes up. You're English even more. Like, they're gonna and they paid 80 for you. They're gonna want at least 40 for him.
Yeah, definitely. But you guys can raise about 120 if you sell right. So you've now gone from having 60 left to 180 left. Is that enough to rebuild? Bear in mind, you've lost about 6 players based on the ones we're going to sell.
Nah, it's not enough, and it's evident. Like, I've been saying about with this takeover, what the Glazers are doing with this takeover. Yeah, I've been saying this is what's holding us back in the transfer market. Yeah, because what Ten Hag done, he identified all his targets. He didn't hide it either. Like, Ten Hag's been hinting in all his interviews, like he's been hinting that he needs he's saying, listen, don't think because I finished third, got Champions League and a trophy that we're cruising. No, we need a big overhaul. Yeah, there's still a huge gap to be challenging for major titles. Yeah, he made that clear. Yeah, obviously the number 9, he made it clear his first option is Harry Kane. After that, he's interested in Osimhen. And he not only wanted Harry Kane or Osimhen, but he also wanted a young backup striker like Højlund, if the club isn't going to keep, a certain mister. So he made that evidence. So that's already like 100 mil minimum. Yeah. Osimhen has made it clear that he only wants to leave Napoli for United or Real Madrid.
But we say this, yeah. Have you heard him say it? Because I've seen the rumours. Yeah, but all this talk of a player said X, Y, and Z, unless I hear it from the horse's mouth, I don't ever believe it.
He said he's a United fan, number 1, yeah.
But you are aware that Victor Osimhen is a Nigerian, yeah?
Yeah.
He also said some things about Chelsea.
Yeah, because Nigerians, yeah, like notoriously support Chelsea and Manchester.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Manchester, those two teams. That's who Nigerians support.
But you see, Igalo's he might be a nobody over here. You go Nigeria, say you're Igalo's cousin, you're getting big linkage at the airport and all them thing there, and you're getting big props. Igalo is a big influence.
But just to make it clear what I said, these Nigerians, yeah, they're loyal to Manchester. They're not Manchester United, not Manchester City, just Manchester. Whoever writes the biggest check. And Chelsea, yeah.
But these are quotes from Napoli, that's come out recently, like quotes, like not rumors, quotes, like with the 2 little commas above, like saying they've spoke to my man and he's only gonna leave for United or Real Madrid. However true that is, that's what out there. But what is true is Ten Hag, he wanted Kane first of all or Osimhen, yeah. That was his 2 that he wanted, yeah. He made it clear. After he also wanted Mount, yeah. He wanted Mount. He also wanted Rabiot on the 3, yeah. And he also wanted King Min-jae. That was his 4 signings. And then he was umming and erring about De Gea. He was because with what he thought he was gonna have, he thought that's all he's gonna be able to sign, and he was gonna leave De Gea on a lesser contract and then get a goalkeeper next season with when we got more money, yeah. So then with the because he thought, remember, he's thinking the takeover's gonna happen, innit? When the takeover didn't happen and there's less money, plans changed, innit? Now he's saying, all right, cool, he can't get the first choice striker, so now he needs to just get a second choice striker, Hoyland, for like a little 40 million, yeah. Obviously Mount, yeah, and then just and now a goalkeeper. That's the only three signings that he's looking to do this summer. Now with the change budget, which is 120, maybe going up to 150 with sales.
You mentioned Mason Mount, formerly Jason Jount, formerly Money Mace. Scorcher, you a non-United fan, and everyone in the comments as well. Not you, Josko, because you're biased and you're a liar.
And Jamaican.
Sorry. Do you guys think that Money Mace is the answer, or at least part of the answer to United's problems? Scorcher and Jamaican.
If I'm being honest, I don't think Mason Mount is a bad signing. I think it's a good signing. But what it is, I think, with Mason Mount, the only negative I'd say is like, instead of Man U, I don't see Mason Mount making Man U win games that they couldn't win before. That's the main thing of it. So like, I think like what Mason Mount does is he allows the performances that Man U do for 60 minutes with Eriksen, I think they become 90-minute performances. But I don't really see Man U losing too many games because of the Eriksen drop-off. I just think, like, you know, like when Man U are going into that section of games when they're seeing the game out. Like, I think you don't have to see games out with Mason Mount. But I don't know that Man U start to win games that they couldn't win before.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of, and whatever that means is if you think that's worth it or not.
I just realized
I don't see it as a transformative signing. Like, I think like a goalkeeper, I see that as a transformative signing. Like, forget about like even like clean sheets and all of that. Yeah, I think like having a goalkeeper that's willing to play, happy to play, and can play, like has the technical facilities to actually play. Like what that does for the football team as a whole, I think that's a bit more transformative. Having a striker that scores crap goals out of nothing, scuffs them in off his shin because he's standing in the right place. He's leaning on the fullback at the back post. I think that's transformative rather than having to score good goals. Like, look, it's good goal. Like, I think that's more transformative than Mason Mount just having legs from the 70th minute.
Yeah, just legs.
I don't see like, even from a technical aspect here, I put Eriksen ahead of Mason Mount. But Mason Mount gets around the pitch a lot more than Christian Eriksen. He's a bit more combative than Christian Eriksen in terms of keeping the ball and winning the ball back. But as a whole, I don't know that makes them Man City.
It doesn't.
Like, something like, you know, like when they signed Casemiro, I thought, that's a step closer. You know what I mean? Like I see, like, bro, you're one step closer. Whereas I don't know that about Mason Mount. Whereas I feel like striker, as I just said, striker or goalkeeper, like start to paper over the cracks in other areas.
Definitely. I just realized TMJ17, he said that Ten Hag wanted him when he was in the Eredivisie, and I just recall that Mason was at Vitesse, and so maybe Ten Hag is thinking about that Mason. Because
I definitely think he is.
Yeah, the Mason at Vitesse isn't the Mason that he's getting right now. Right now, he's just getting legs.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I noticed there's a bit of a trend with like Ten Hag. Like I feel like he has his targets, like his main targets or whatever, and I don't know if all of these are like secondary signings, but it's like when he's not sure, it's like, you know what? I don't care about the price. Go and get me Anthony because I know what I'm getting. Yeah. Go and get me Lisandro because I know what he can do.
Yeah.
Go and get me Malacia because I know, not so much I know what he's gonna do in this league, yeah, but I know when I tell him it will be done. And I feel like with Mason Mount, it's like, okay, like I know you from Vitesse. Like forget about Chelsea. I know you from Vitesse and you've improved since then. So if I can get a bit of that going on over here, and obviously like he would have had whatever talks with his representatives and knows like how the player feels towards the move. And
Yeah,
if the player
that's a big point. That's a big point.
I feel like it's a bit of that, like in the team as well. Like I think people are slightly missing the complexion of the team aspect. So like when you see like Bruno, yeah, I don't think Bruno reflects the type of character that he wants in his team. However, like that don't mean he don't want Bruno, but like I feel like the more Malacias, the more Lisandros, the more like the less Harry Maguires and and I'm not talking about ability. I'm just talking about their attitude to the games.
Yeah,
like,
the profile of players, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like that plays. I feel like that level of trust plays in the price. Like Ten Hag's got his budget or whatever, but he's like, you know what? I don't really know exactly who I'm going to end up with. I could end up in a scenario where I got Weghorst with all the trust, but you know what I'm saying? Where, you know what? Maybe I just take an L, and like in an ideal world, I probably have Frankie de Jong. But if I spend all summer trying to get Frankie de Jong and I end up with Sabitzer for a whole season or 2 seasons or 3 or however far down he's thinking, probably, you know what? Let me just cut it short here and just get man and go from there.
But he threw the man under a bus though. You see, Val and Sabitzer, he threw them under a bus in a recent interview. He said like he's like for sure we have to strengthen this season in his Viking voice, and he's like in January all the teams around us made investments into their squad. They bought players, and he was like, I identified targets. I didn't get any of the targets. Instead, I just got a couple of players on loan. Because remember, he set up the whole deal with Cody Gakpo. He set up the whole deal. All we had to do was pay the 30 million. Remember, it was all through Van Nistelrooy. All we had to do was pay 30 to 35 mil. The club, the Glazers said, nah, we're looking to sell the club in the summer. We ain't trying to put no 30, 35 mil. You mad? Then he had what was the midfield? He had Gravenberch lined up. But we to tempt Bayern to give us Gravenberch, we had to put down a hefty sum, and the club were trying to do that. And to be fair, Bayern didn't want to let him go. But yeah, so then we ended up with Sabitzer and Val, innit?
Damn, I had no idea how it was going. Quickly before we move on, I want to get to Liverpool next, guys. But just go. What impact is this sale or lack thereof having on your activities in the transfer market? Is it no impact, or is this the problem where you're not signing players?
It's the main issue. It's the main issue. Like if this sale happened, we would have a bigger budget, and he would be able to get his main targets. I know not for a fact, but like just from a majority of 30 sources has said that his targets were a number 9, an 8, Rabiot on a 3. That could be probably the biggest L. Like as much as people throw dirt on Rabiot's name, yeah.
Roscoe, this is why I like you. This is why you're here, bro.
Like not getting Rabiot on a 3, and he wanted Rabiot. That's who it was. Forget Gravenberch. He wanted Rabiot. He wanted Rabiot as well in January.
He wanted Rabiot from the summer before.
He was willing to
drop some peas.
Yeah.
And you know what's even? You know why I feel sorry for Man U? Yeah. I feel sorry for Man U fans, because Man U as a club is so big and so political that they can't help but and where like it's on the stock market, yeah, they can't help but taking the opinion of the fan. Like Man U have to make marquee signings every single summer, and for whatever reason, it might have been backlash via punditry or whatever. Rabiot was like painted to be like some problem. Then You just went and saw what he done at the World Cup. And then you look at the totality of his season at Juventus and you say, Rabiot on a free. Bearing in mind, yeah, Manchester United is a club that's accepted Igalo.
And Weghorst.
Accepted Weghorst.
And Jadon Sancho.
Accepted Sabitzer. Like somebody explained it, yeah, why Sabitzer makes sense. But you don't want Rabiot on a free. If I'm Man U fans, I'd be so vexed about that because
See with the Rabiot thing, yeah.
No. We got to move on from United. Sorry, we got a limit because as YouTube they messaged me saying we've done too much United talk already. This is why I don't really like having United fans on the streams. We're gonna go to another team in red, a bigger team in red, a better team in red.
Nottingham Forest.
Closed. Liverpool. This is their new midfield. What are we saying? McAllister and Fabinho. Is that the midfield to turn Liverpool's fortunes around? Because
I'm not gonna lie, I can't see them dropping a Hendo. I can't see them doing it. Like, he's mad. He's got some, I don't know what type of effect he's got in that dressing room. He's like he's some mafia man that I don't know. I can't see them
Mafia,
dropping.
is it the mafia or the voodoo?
I don't know
No,
what
sorry,
it is.
not voodoo. He's English, so it would be hoodoo.
He's got
Hoodoo.
Okay, so it may not be Szoboszlai, McAllister, Fabinho, okay, but will McAllister and Szoboszlai both start at the same time? And if so, who starts with them? What does that say for Thiago Alcantara? We thought Trent was going to be this midfielder now. No, is that not happening anymore? Are Liverpool back? Are they gonna do what they was doing? Or
where's Arthur?
You know,
is Arthur still there?
Gone.
Is he okay?
Gone.
Sorry,
They were gassed. They were gassed about that side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We saying, Coach?
I just want to just take a step back to just humble brag. Dominik Szoboszlai scored his former one to watch on Armchair Gaffers. McAllister scored his former one to watch on Armchair Gaffers. Just saying,
Jordan Henderson scored his former one to watch on Armchair Gaffers.
Lies. Wait, can I just point one thing out? Just I'm gonna get on it bare early so everyone knows. Dominik, you think Trent Alexander-Arnold has technique? When you see how this boy hits the ball, because that's what made me first notice him. The way he was hitting the ball, I said, "Raw, what's that? What's going on there?" Like he's hitting bro. See the knuckle ball, yeah. Like Gareth Bale hits the ball on the valve, but he's got controlled knuckle ball. Like, you know how Juninho mastered the knuckle ball?
His thing's unrivaled. That thing was unrivaled. That thing is mad.
If you take a few steps down off of Juninho, getting into the Szoboszlai zone, like, bro, the way he hits the ball, it's a bit different.
But the problem is, you have two people on the team that can do that now. So what do you do?
No. You're not understanding. It's one. Like, Szoboszlai, Trent Alexander-Arnold has great technique. Like, what he wants the ball to do, it does. But Szoboszlai is inventing things with the ball. Like, and he's doing it with either foot. Obviously, the left is not as crazy. But anyway, Szoboszlai aside, yeah, do you know who I think everyone's forgetting? And I think he's coming into prominence now.
Who?
Curtis Jones. I used to be a big fan of him, and somewhere along the lines he started kind of, I don't know if he was falling victim to the lack of success in the team, or as Liverpool were transitioning from one thing to another thing. But I feel like he's starting to find his groove back. And I feel like with the homegrown quota as well, I reckon you're going to see a lot more Jones than people are. Like, I'm seeing loads of like 11s that people are putting out of potential 11s for Liverpool. And I feel like everybody's just missing out Curtis Jones, and I think you're going to see him play.
The poor season that Liverpool had, it helped him because they had a poor season. Like, Klopp was trying to find answers, because they were getting overrun in midfield. Things that we've never seen with Liverpool. Get overrun in midfield, like it's impossible. So they were trying to find answers, and so he was getting games because he's definitely not gonna get overrun in midfield, and he's got decent tech. Like he's playing well with the under 21s right now as well.
No. He's looking. He with the under 21s. Do you know what I like about the England team? Is that there's men that are playing adult football, and when I'm seeing them in the under 21s, they look on a different level to some of the kids. Like the way Jones is behaving is like he's above this, and that's what you want to see.
Big up my boy Ramsey as well. You see that youth from Villa, Ramsey?
Jacob.
He's mad.
By the way, I've been saying, like, if Liverpool, I was saying, like, when Liverpool were lying to the public and saying we're getting Jude next season, bro, like, just get Ramsey because he's.
I don't know how Conor Gallagher makes it to that full England squad every time, and Ramsey don't get a call up. Bro.
No. Like, just go. It's okay. Like, you're in a safe space. We don't like what's understood doesn't need to be said, but you do know, my brother.
Bro, you see, Emre ain't gonna play a young midfielder if he don't think he's ready for this thing. Like, consistently play him, like, bro. But yeah, Liverpool. Back to Liverpool. I always thought they were gonna come good this season, and not even just that. Even like when they was having a bad season, I always said like they could even. I could see them putting a run together and even pushing for top 4. And they done it, and like I know everyone gets on to Salah, but I even had to big up Salah. I had to remind people, look, my man, this is how I can honestly say, this guy is a top level forward. Because even when his team is bleeding, his thing don't drop. Like his numbers remain the same. Like he's like it doesn't faze him. Like
Salah, for me, it's like Salah's confirmed his thing because he's at that level now where the performance is nothing to do with the output. And that's when you're like, for me, Heung-min Son is of a much lower level, but like it's the same zone. Like he's had a terrible season. And then you go check the scoreboard, there's geezers that you think have had a better season than him. They ain't scored nowhere near the amount of goals. Double figures, normal day.
He finished
bad day.
I think he's like 3rd top scorer in the Champions League. He finished like 3rd top scorer in the Champions League. Like.
Guys, Joshua, you said that you had a feeling Liverpool would come good this coming season.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that, as Mr. Camkick said, midfield will mean nothing if their defense is still a mess because, as we saw, the decline of VVD. So we don't know if that was just a blip or if we don't know if it's that knee injury.
Let me make this comparison, Like I remember like when we were doing like teams of the season and whatnot, and like Newcastle had a great defensive record, but for me the only member of their back 5 that was getting into my team of the season was Trippier. But that's because for me, I never saw enough defending, like enough exposure to the defenders where they were called into action and they had to defend for their life. They had to win a one-on-one duel. They had to like make key decisions at key moments. I didn't see enough of that, and you know why? Because their midfield was press monsters, bro. Like if you've played ball against a team that has a mad midfield like pressing, do you know how hard it is to even like get that back 4 on the half turn or like to get any pressure like on the? It's crazy, and that's what Liverpool was. That's what Liverpool was like Virgil and them man. Virgil was combing his hair back. Like that midfield was doing the maddest press. Like the defenders weren't exposed like that. So for me, next season, like I think the midfield will be back. Maybe not to that level because I think when you lose Mane and Wijnaldum, there's always going to be a drop off. But I think it's going to be back to a level where you're not going to see their back 4 exposed to that level again. And I if Kante stays fit and alongside Virgil, I can't see them being that exposed again. Like I think the midfield will do that job.
There's one more thing I
Just,
wanted to add.
just before we move off from Liverpool, yeah, I'm gonna keep going strong on Konate because I think that's a hell of a centre back there, and he made me realise that there's a new position, Jeff. You know how we uncovered right side, yeah? Right. There's another position, bro. RDS. Watch it. So you know what this one is?
Right.
Right defensive side.
And that's Konate. Just sweeping up that whole...
So
And a Kanji.
his bit,
Konate and
then
Kanji.
yeah, Akanji plays RDS. You get me? So what he's gonna do is he's gonna be a centre back here, win his headers, and trap guys trying to run in behind. But also what he's gonna do is run out there where there's supposed to be a right back
and sweep up on that RDS. Possibly. We are going to move from Liverpool, but before I do, we said that the midfield looks good, but there's still question marks surrounding the defense.
Nunes still shit.
Pardon me?
Nunes still shit.
This is where I'm going. So there was a comment here earlier from TMJ17, Jota, Diaz, Salah, Gakpo, and even Darwin. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but for me, we have Salah, okay? We have Salah, unquestionably Salah. We have Darwin, who the jury are still out on. We don't know.
Not for me.
Yeah, I'm sold. I'm with it.
Not for me. The jury was never out for me. I always said it. Rewind the tapes. I always said it. Even a game against Arsenal where he kept missing every chance. I said, but this guy is the danger man. He's the only guy that's threatening right now.
I've said, yeah, and I've been slated for this, yeah. For me, complexion aside, yeah, there's no difference between Darwin Núñez and Victor Osimhen. For me.
No, you went mad. Yeah, you went mad. Yeah, you went mad.
But it's you know what it is? It's the same thing, but it's the execution.
It's the execution, believe me.
That's the big difference.
Yeah, no. Forget complexion and forget the goal tally, yeah? But the threat that they both pose.
And positioning as well. You see, Osimhen, he don't move with outside of the width for the two sticks.
Yeah, and that's due to the system that either team's employing. Okay, but I see the same thing in both of them. Believe me,
I feel like that's a Darwin thing. Darwin thinks he's Henry. Even at FIFA, he was always on the left. He always floats out to the left side.
I may be wrong.
Takes the pressure off. You see when you're missing
he doesn't
chances.
float. He was actually playing left wing.
No, there's times I see him playing up front for Benfica, like main man, like striker, and I see him miss a chance, and I see him after that. He goes off the centre back and floats out like left side, like as a couple runs down the line, builds up his confidence, then he'll go back in the middle again. Like,
sorry, shout out Caleb on the RDS. Anyway, I was trying to say that Salah. We know that Salah is the guy. The jury's out on Núñez. Not from me. I like him, but as a whole, Jota came back and wasn't Jottering. Diaz, he came back towards the back end of last season. We're not sure if he's going to be the same Diaz yet. And the last one, I've met a few Liverpool fans and they love him, but Cody Gakpo for me he's not the Roberto Firmino regen that we're hoping he would be. So I think he
will be. I think he will be. If you saw the end of the season, you see towards the end of the season, yeah, I don't think everyone watches games as intensely as you do like the first kind of, especially not Liverpool, because Liverpool weren't playing for nothing by then, yeah. But if you watched, yeah, Jota came back, he was terrible. But you see Jota's a confidence man. Like, he don't half do anything. He's trying to slap top hand corners from 3 yards and that. Like, so it either goes top hand corner if he's confident, or it will go quay wide or something. Yeah. So once he got his confidence, he started to score goals. Cody started to knit everything together in that little false nine thing what they're doing there. And if someone is knitting something together, yeah, when you got Núñez off of one, running off of one fullback and Salah off the other fullback, I'm telling you, they're going to be dangerous next season, man.
You know what it is with Gakpo? I think we're not too far from the finished Gakpo.
Yeah, no, we're not. No,
Like,
we're not.
People
Yeah.
think there's so much more to come from Gakpo.
Nah, there
I
isn't.
think there's a bit more output to come. But I think in terms of what you're gonna see as a footballer,
Yeah.
too far. Like obviously he's gonna improve a bit. He's only been there 6 months and he's only been with the team 6 months. But I think like he's a Dutch youth that he understands what's going on. Like he doesn't not understand. He knows what's going on.
Literally.
Like whereas Darwin is not speaking English and is just keeping it
running
moving.
very fast. Yeah. We're gonna wrap up this show soon. We're coming to the last throes of it. This wasn't on the agenda, but I've seen some things happening at Spurs, and since we have a resident Spurs fan here, let's talk about Spurs very briefly before we round up on the rest of the continent's news. Now, I saw the players coming back from their preseason excursions. I saw Tanga and Dombele. And Scorch, I'm talking to you here, brother, okay? Because we had a talk earlier on. And now I know we disagree on most things, brother, okay? And this is another one of them. No, this is another one. He is too good for you now, okay? Let him go, yeah?
He always was.
Yeah, let him go, Scorcher. Look at me in the eye, brother, okay? No. Yeah, this is a Serie A winner, influential, yeah? If you love him, let him go. If he returns, I don't know the rest of the saying. Let him go.
Just what it is, yeah. If you're trying to tell me, yeah, that I need to let go of Anguissa's replacement when he's a bit knackered, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm up for that. I just give me a nominal fee just to cover the fare there. He's all yours. He's all yours. But this is one thing that I want to cover. By the way, it's no longer Postecoglou.
Oh, Scorch, did you say that?
Mm-hmm. He said everything.
That is
rude.
rude.
He said that.
That is rude.
No, that you mustn't listen to these agents of chaos. Yeah,
Cam,
I haven't. Don't listen.
Yeah,
don't listen
it's
to
not
these
an agent of
chaos.
chaos.
Yeah,
No.
And by the way, sorry, Jess, I want to accept something. You said, like, you see, in the off season, yeah, in the off season, it's easy to tell the truth. You get me? Because you're not in the mix of watching Højbjerg and Lloris and Dyer and Sanchez, so you don't over appreciate things like Oliver Skip working hard. I'm ready to You said to me Oliver Skip is Winks.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, and you know what? Right. And Winks is in the championship right now. So maybe Skip is the championship player, but I don't want to talk about that. What I really want to talk about, and is really concerning for the culture, is
And these comments are on.
and it's all because of Jess Line, you know. I never said that. But anyway.
I didn't say it.
What? Do you know what is my concern right now? My concern right now is that the man them are at the under 21s. Jed Spence is at Tottenham Training Centre. But we don't have to hold on to that too long. On a more positive note, I want to say it's no longer Postecoglou.
Can I add some salt in that wound, yeah? Because they ain't even playing a right back for England under 21s.
Who's
They're
playing?
playing James Garner, the former United centre midfielder that plays for Everton now. Centre midfielder.
Wow.
Bro,
He's playing right
guess who I see playing right back today?
Who?
Max Aarons.
He's still around.
Yeah, no, Max Aaron's left back. He was playing left back. James Garner's right back. Max Aaron's left back. And Curtis Jones and Angel Gomez, my boy, baller. Don't know why we let him go for free. Well, I do know why. Yeah,
Short.
He plays in France. Dictates everything. Ball's glued to his foot. Him and Curtis Jones play centre midfield.
Guys, before we continue and go into the final act of this live stream, we need some likes, people. Okay, I wish I had a violin playing, but people, the algorithms are out to get us, and without your likes, we can't keep the stream going. We're trying our best. We've got people donating comments and sharing. They're donating, sharing, but we need more donations of likes. They go to a good cause. So please, people, help us. Thank you. Cool. Let's I want to say some things about all you racists out there. And I'm talking about you, Scorcher. I'm talking about you, Justo, yeah? All you people shouting shit about the Saudi Chinese Super League, saying, oh, players are writing off their career, going to Saudi Arabia, yada yada yada, yeah? Let me tell you something, yeah? Kula Bali, yeah?
No. It's let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. I wish I had some red nephews right now. You're lucky. You're lucky. Koulibaly is taking that oil money, yeah? Okay, he's rinsing all the oil off, yeah? Yeah, he's putting it through the little rolly thing where you like, you know, you put your clothes back.
He's refining it.
He's refining the oil money, yeah. He's going back a yard, well, not yard, but Africa yard, yeah. Where's he? Senegalese, right? And he's doing projects, yeah. Projects, yeah. Let the man earn his money in peace and build something back home. N'Golo Kante, yeah, just bought a whole entire football team in Belgium.
Fam, Kante's been stacking from early. The man's been driving a Mini Cooper.
Same Mini Cooper, not even an S. He's driving Mini Cooper 1.
Manual,
the cheapest one, bro. 4 previous owners.
No specs.
Low specs, bro. He goes training. He's got to wind it down.
What do you say? The badge.
Yeah, literally. So, guys, we need to stop talking down disparagingly on the Saudi Arabian Super League. Yeah. Did you guys know this? I told you this earlier, Scorch. Just go. Did you know? And you people in the comments, yeah. There is no FFP in Saudi Arabia.
No, just refinery.
It's crazy because in our league we have 2 FFPs. We have the Premier League FFP and then we have UEFA's FFP.
What's the one that Manchester United? Oh, Manchester City.
So that's now Premier League FFP.
Don't worry about that. Forget about that. Yeah.
Basically, no. On the serious note, Man City's FFP issue was that they were investigated by UEFA FFP initially, but they only have 5 years to do the investigation, and then it's got to be suspended. Whereas the Premier League have no time limit on their FFP investigations, which is why they've come back to light right now. But yeah, go on.
You see Tottenham, quickly with Tottenham, yeah. I wanted to hear Scorch's thoughts on the Maddison signing, because for me, yeah, I've been calling it for a couple of seasons now that they should get Maddison because they ain't never replaced Eriksen. And this is why Harry Kane's had to start dropping in and doing all of this back there, because they didn't replace Eriksen. When they had Eriksen, you never saw Kane dropping in like that consistently.
Yeah, I'll be honest, you're just echoing my same thoughts that I had. Like,
no, you said this. It wasn't a thought. You said it out loud.
Yeah, I pretty much like he just didn't used to do that. Like, he only started doing that when it became a necessity. Yeah, I think like it's a sensible signing, and it feels. Forget about like see Declan Rice. If you take the money aside, it starts to feel like Emmanuel Petit, like the way he made you feel, the way Petit and Vieira made you feel. Maybe not so much Vieira, but I look at Maddison to Tottenham similar sort of way. So yeah, sensible signing, but what it does need to be partnered with is a real number 6.
Well, you don't think Højbjerg is that? I like Højbjerg.
No. Okay, if you would like him at United and to shore things up.
Yeah, but see, this is what I think. Yeah, if you have Højbjerg and Bentancur, and Bentancur's got a bit more about him. He's a bit more. He can carry the ball, but he isn't like gonna find you like that little sneaky pass to unlock defenses or anything. Like, he ain't gonna dictate a game. So it's like, if you got them 2 in centre mid alone and you expect them to break things up and then start things off as well, it's not gonna happen. Whereas if you got players like Maddison now who you can do that for, and then give the ball to. I think it matches up well. I think it's the defense where you're gonna have problems now. That defense is mad.
No, I hear you, but do you know what it is? You just did the number one thing that Jess will tell you that I hate. You said Bentancur and Højbjerg. It's not. It's not Bentancur and Højbjerg. It's Bentancur. Højbjerg is just here. I've watched him for 3 years. Cheers. I'm good. You're not a monster. Like you're not a ball player. You're not. And you're not a monster. So do you know what you are? Mid. And I'm cool. I don't need that. I'd rather give me some extremes. Maddison's an extreme. He's going to lose the ball and he's not going to win it back like a demon. And that's cool. Don't mind that. If you give me like double digits in GA, like he's been doing every season more or less for the last 5
For a
years.
relegation team, you know, have you seen his output for that? For a relegation battle in Leicester, bro? And he didn't even have Vardy banging goals. Like, so where was the assist coming to?
You see the 5 that I'm putting up here? That's the 5 for 5th. Highest output since he's been in the league. The only people ahead of him, Harry Kane, Mohamed Salah, Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandes. They're the only people ahead of him. So for me, I don't mind that. What I need is give me a Moussa Dembele, give me a Sandro, give me a Victor Wanyama, give me somebody that does the other side of things. And Bentancur, you be you, bro. Run around and you're in the middle of things. Like you've got tidy feet, decent passing, bonkers engine, and whichever bit we need more in that particular game for us to win, you can do that. But what it's not, keep emphasizing, it's not Højbjerg and Bentancur. What you need to do, Højbjerg, is go to Atleti and they will appreciate your thing. Because here at Tottenham Hotspur, we don't need that. What we need is we need to win the game 5-3. We need to lose a game 4-2. But what we can't do is have 0-0s and stuff going on. That's just not the Tottenham way, bro. Like we're not. Yeah, so just you know what I'm saying. You've had to go 3 seasons. Let's go now.
Lovely, guys. Sorry. Shout out Cornerstone. Just come up. Any thoughts on Paul Pogba? I didn't know what was going on with Paul Pogba, so I just slapped his name in the on Google real quick, and I've seen this. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
This one here. Oh no, this one here. Paul Pogba is having a worse impact at Juve than Aaron Ramsey. I love it. I love the negativity.
How much games has he played though?
Maybe 3. Maybe 3. Pogba could accept a pay cut at Juve after rejecting Saudi Arabia offers. Man United re-signing Paul Pogba gets green light.
You know what the painful thing for me is, yeah, just like you know when we talk about Rice going for the money that he went for, yeah. Some people got a lot of problem with the price tag. Some people think he will grow into the price tag, whatever it is. But you see with Paul Pogba, you see the price tag. You like the problem is like getting him to maybe do it here or getting him to do it consistently or getting the team around him for it to make sense. But listen to this. You see, with our eyes, not with our ears, listening to pundits that maybe dislike Paul Pogba. With our eyes, we've seen Paul Pogba doing things. Like, you can only describe it as things. Like, you've seen Paul Pogba volley diag the ball with his left foot with some fade on it. Like, you've seen Paul Pogba score headers. You've seen Paul Pogba score free kicks. You've seen Paul Pogba boss a World Cup. Like, you've seen things. You've seen Paul Pogba score, Josko, you know more than me, but maybe 20 goals in a season? Like,
Never 20.
No, but 20 output wise, he had 20. He had a 20 GA. He had a 20 GA season. Most seasons he finished with the most chance creations as well. Although he played like half the season.
But my point is though, with Paul Pogba, yeah, we've seen it though. Like I've seen him score from 35 yards with his left foot.
Yeah, dictate games. Like every like attribute of a midfielder, you've seen this guy do at a 10 out of 10 level. Like when everyone said, "Oh, but he ain't got no defensive side to his game,"
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. And listen to this. Do you know
why?
what is for me? For me, the most important thing that I've seen from Paul Pogba here in England. Here in England, I've seen Paul Pogba, Man City. That's the most. If you're a team, if you're building a team, and you're trying like Man City is the benchmark. If you see a football player give Man City problems
With the blue hair as well.
there's something there.
So for me, yeah, that's
But I feel
bit
with
sad,
Pogba,
sad.
yeah. Quickly with Pogba, yeah. Like I'm telling you now, yeah. See if Pogba looked like
Declan Rice.
Conor
no.
Gallagher. Conor Gallagher.
Or like a bit smaller, look like a Mason Mount. Like if he looked like Mason Mount, not even just in skin color, but also in stature, like his size and that. Yeah,
Body language.
bro, they'll be saying he's like Paul Scholes or something. Like they'll be saying this guy is like, but you see, because of his size and everything, yeah, they want Pogba to be like, you see, especially in England, they see you're that size and that. Like you go turn up to pre-season for an English like League 2 team or something, and you're Paul Pogba's size, yeah, you think you can go in there and do flicks and tricks? They say, mate, what? Get in the box. Hey, John, pick one on his head, yeah? They're saying they want Marouane Fellaini. They don't want flicks and tricks. So it's like, Pogba's on a thing where, like, I think he gets a bit of that. They want to see a bit more, but that's not Pogba. Like, that, bro, Pogba's a French maverick, bro. Like, what you talk? But he can do that if he rates you enough, he will do it because he done it for France. For France,
you know what burns me as well. Like, I'm not here to fight Paul Pogba's corner, yeah, but sometimes timing is everything. Because I look and I think everybody's understanding when Fred slips in the midfield now, and it's not, you know what I'm saying, like Casemiro ends up getting a red card or something, or you see like when McTominay is on the field and Eriksen is burnt out in the 60th and they can't look after the ball. Everyone's understanding. But how about playing season in, season out with McFred?
I'm telling you, bro.
All right, whoa, what's this? Guys, let's move on from I don't know how we even got to Pogba. We were somewhere else. I've got a couple more topics here. We're gonna run through them. I don't know what's bigger, France burning or Christophe Galtier being in police custody facing 3 years in jail. We haven't got to say much on it. I'm just saying this is what's happening in the continent.
I think Mbappe might be packing his bags as we speak. Private jet ready to go.
I don't think so, because he's due 90 million euro bonus if he plays next season.
I know, but
that's on top of his wages.
He needs to up his security because they're moving mad out there, bro. They're moving mad.
Hey, listen, there's no security that can save you from lions, tigers, and bears, bro.
Bro, it's mad. Bro, they rammed the mayor's yard with a burning vehicle. Bro.
90 million euro bonus.
Guys, just on the response to Mbappe, do you know what I think is so interesting? Like, do you remember there was a time last season, I think in the first half of the season, and he had no assists, just goals?
No. It was no assists to Neymar or Messi.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about lots of different issues off the field. And do you remember I was saying, like, bro, he just needs to like concentrate on football? And he was like, they would, you know, like, obviously it's been sensationalized, but it's normal stuff. Like, right, if you got a very important player at your club, he might have some influence on, not so much he will decide who the coach is gonna be, but if the coach doesn't sit well with him,
like Shearer at England.
Yeah, but you know what I like? There was a moment when like Florentino Perez was kind of like not too fussed. When asked about Mbappe, he weren't too fussed about Mbappe. But I like that he seems to like he's been humble. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you've got. It seems like he's been humbled by football. It might have been going to the World Cup and having the experience of raw, like just being loved for football, like not knowing nothing else, like being loved and appreciated for football, and thinking to myself, you know what? I'm here scoring all these goals and playing well and all. You know what? I need to get out of here. Not like I need to get out of this circus. Like I've got this guy Galtier with whatever's going on underneath the surface, which interestingly he gets taken into custody at the end of the season when the new manager's announced. Like this is not really football. This is politics and fashion and celebrity. Whereas
And
you go
this-
to whereas like at a club that you might see himself at, like I'm just gonna say something like Real Madrid, but everything like that probably goes on. Like I'm sure they have their own little internal dramas and like whatever scandals and whatnot. For everything that goes on, like normal football things happen. Like guys like Cruz and Modric, they only get a 1 year if they play good. Sergio Ramos gets moved on. Camavinga is a youth man. So you know what we're going to do with you? We're going to tell you, go play left back.
Tchouameni gets bought for 80 million and doesn't get played.
Tchouameni gets purchased. And you know what? We're looking at it and saying, yeah, do you know what? Hold on bench. What we're not going to do is force you in the ting because you'll mash up the ting.
Hey, but but you see with that as well, you got to rate Madrid for that as well, because Tchouameni started the season as the out-and-out 6, yeah? Camavinga weren't even getting in the team. Then Mendy got injured. Camavinga's getting shoved in there left back. But then he started bossing Champions League games from left back. And then they said, you know what? Hey, Tchouameni, you're kind of simmering right now. You ain't really bubbling. Hold bench. Yo, Camavinga. You hold centre midfield. You've been saying you could do this thing. Go in there, bro. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, no, yeah, I hear what you're saying. They still make their priority is football decisions. And even if you look at their signings now, their signings are not like PSG on the Galactico thing, where they've changed now this summer, but they've been on the Galactico thing. Real Madrid's been football first. But I think the world changing around him he's one thing with Mbappe, he ain't stupid.
Smart. He's smart, innit?
Because remember, he also makes a lot of stances for the players in France. Like he said, yo, like, hold on. What do you mean we ain't getting a piece of the branding rights and that? We are the brand. We're the ballers. Like, no, I ain't doing no advertisement for nothing unless we're getting a piece of that piece. Like he stands up for a lot, so he's smart. So he's seen Benzema cut. He said, yeah, man, that looks good for me over there right
You know what
now.
he did? He went.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, even like seeing Haaland's name go up since he moved to England. Like he said, okay, is this okay? Like, yo, I need to like Haaland just done the treble. Remember they were going back to back before doing celebration poses, and remember in that game with Borussia Dortmund, and yeah, they were on all that. Like he's watching everything and he's saying, you know what? All right, cool. Yeah, I need to cut now. Still, my thing needs to elevate. Like, you get me? Yeah.
But it's really only got one place, right? Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He's in an unfortunate, but you know what's funny, and I rate it because he would like remember Pivot Gang, all that. Oh, Pivot Gang. I don't wanna play there. All of that. If he goes to Real Madrid, he's gonna humble himself, and Vinicius Jr. is gonna continue playing left wing. And I feel like I think you've got to respect Mbappe, yeah, for having a humility to find himself back and not get lost, because it's easy to get lost, bro.
No, but you guys don't understand, yeah? Every year he stays there, they give him 90 million euros. Come on, man.
No, but you know
how many times in your life, yeah, has someone given you 90 million anything?
Not like a few times, but it's like what it is, yeah, is, do you know what it is, Jess? Like at some point, yeah, like you see when he picks up the brochure of Rolls Royces or the new Gucci collection that he can afford, the new Louis Vuitton collection, yeah. You see, like when he there's only so many times when the new season comes out and he can comfortably afford the entire collection with this month's or week's wages.
This day's wages, brother.
This day's wages, if you add in the other commercial revenue streams that he has. There's only so many times you can do that before you just start thinking, this is mad, man. Look at all these goals I scored and they're bred in Haaland. But Remember that time when Haaland tried to show off and I skenged him? I just skenged him quickly. Skenged him the next game. Remember that? Me and Nate.
Me and
Like,
Nate.
he's thinking, nah, you know what? I need, like, what am I doing playing like this and Messi's going to get the Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, and Mbappe's got the most GA this season out of every player in world football.
Imagine you've done what Mbappe's done this season, yeah? And Haaland, yeah? They're talking about Haaland maybe winning the Ballon d'Or. These times, Haaland hasn't even... I know he scored the most goals, but he hasn't even scored in the most games in the Premier League. This is not making sense. Let's get back to football. I need the platform. Because I'm that guy.
And you see when Mbappe's...
Yes.
You see when Mbappe's... like when they're linking up, because the ball is link up now. It's like a little fraternity. Like they do their little summer holidays together. They go fashion week together.
I love it, by the way.
And they're chatting, innit? Obviously they're chatting, and don't get twisted. Mbappe is, you know who I saw who's got presence as well? Pogba. Pogba's like everyone's big bro. It's like,
no, he's
Pogba.
big. He's big dog. He's big.
Yo,
dog.
It's like Pogba. Like yo, and like Mbappe's got that same presence. So, but when they're talking about their seasons, like you said, he gets a 90 mil. It's like that's all he can mention right now. Yeah, I got my 90 mil. Like, I got paper in it. The rest of them I said, hey, yeah, I might be getting this award. You know, my agent said I might be getting this award, and yeah, man, won the treble. I was mad. Yeah, this, that. Like, you see what I'm saying? At some point, you're gonna want to be involved in them convos, and they're gonna be saying like, "What are you still doing in France, man? Bro, come over." Like,
because he's buying private jets and they're not.
Yeah, but then when
at some point, like, all right, cool. You see the first time you pull up in your private jet, like, sick. But you see, like, when they're doing the little kick-ups and that, just with the, like, in no socks and that. See, when they're doing that, when the private jet, you can't see the private jet.
You know what it's like, yeah, Jess?
Because he's got a pendant of his private jet. He's got a bust-down Cuban with a pendant.
Jess, let me spin it on his head, yeah. It's like, see, nowadays, yeah, clout is like the new money, yeah. So like you can go out, yeah, uptown, yeah. You can be the richest man in the club, yeah. You see one little YouTuber walks in, hella clout, yeah, from his thing. Bro, you're the richest man, you're flying 100 bottles, everything. This little YouTuber walks in, bro. That's Adam Ross or whatever his name is, bro. You're saying, hold on a minute. You're on the phone to your agent. Hey, how do I start up this YouTube thing, bro? Yeah? Cool. Yeah, cool. Like, it's a whole different thing, bro.
But let's not pretend that Mbappe hasn't got clout as well. Like,
this is what
he's only got this.
You're missing the point. Like, he's done what he's done, yeah? Mm-hmm. Like, go and look at that World Cup final. It's not a case of clout. It's a case of number 1 or 2. That's the convo. He's not supposed to not be involved in the Ballon d'Or anymore. Every season, he's supposed to be in the convo because he's delivering, bro.
No,
sorry as well, Josco. I just wanted to say, yeah, you know, you're talking about the link ups that man have in the summer, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the one. Did you see the one? There was like the most random set of man. Like there was like, I can't remember who there was. And Rudiger was just at the end.
At the end.
Goalie gloves. And I was like, this is why I love this guy, man. Because he's like, yeah, he wants to be at an elite club. But he hasn't forgotten about who he was at Roma. He's still that same guy.
He's that guy.
He's still that guy. That off-brand guy, but you know what? He knows how important he is.
Yeah,
role. Love it.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm sick because it's still a football team.
Guys, I hate to do this. Yeah, we're nearly done. Domley is on our case, bro. VVD fall off, moving like Dutch. I mean, can we just say something about VVD's fall off, just to appease Domley because he's on our cases here. VVD fell off. We understand. I don't think he's coming back. I think he's done. The shortest time at the top in the history of time at the top.
You know what is, Jess? Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns. Let's go. Let's move.
Domley, hope you're happy.
That Yerry Mina thing, that's rude.
That's
Yerry.
very
Wow.
rude.
You know why it's
Um,
foul as well? Because you know what you done. You picked an Evertonian. That is not on.
Yeah. I'm actually done. Sevilla have transferred their entire club. They need £100 million, roughly 90 million euros. So everyone's
Hey,
for sale.
I'll take the striker, you know, at United, you know.
El Nesri, is he
I'll
still
take
there?
the Moroccan at United, I'm telling you now.
Papu Gomez is still there. I'll take him.
Guys, there's a guy. Oh, what's his name, man? He's a striker. He's so perfect for the Premier League. What's his name, man?
Not Suso.
No. He's
What,
he's
for
a
Sevilla?
unit. Like he scores like headers and stuff.
What, for Sevilla?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Moroccan youth, bro.
No, not in Nesri. They got a Spanish geezer. I need to find his name.
Don't
But
worry,
I
I'm doing it
bet-
now. I'm doing it now.
I bet you any money you see him nick a move, because I thought before he went there that he was going to nick a bigger move, and he went there as some backup striker.
What's the players?
What's his name, man?
Sorry, I'm on the
Navas
Google.
is there, isn't it? Jesus Navas. He's
Yeah,
a right
he's
back.
never-
He's a cold right back.
I saw some sick picture of Brian Hill when he was about 7 with Jesus Navas when he just joined the club. And he kind of looks the same, to be honest. But then, like,
Scores,
however many
I
years
don't know
later-
the forwards. There's Rafa Mir.
Rafa
and
Mir. Remember
is it
how
him,
long
yeah?
I've been telling guys about Rafa Mir? I bet I wouldn't be surprised here to
I
see
don't know,
Rafa
but-
Mir sneaking to like Wolves or something and get like 11 goals in the Prem.
Wouldn't be surprised either. And lastly,
The Moroccan was banging at the World Cup as well, you know.
yeah. Guys, I want to talk quickly on the myth.
Whoa. Januzaj.
Is that Januzaj there? Adnan Januzaj. Guys, I think we've got to do I can't see Januzaj. Where is he? He's not there.
Yeah.
No, he's on. Oh, wow. Adnan Januzaj. What a liar.
Please don't be the new Sancho.
He was on loan at Istanbul with Başakşehir. Oh, by the way, Sancho in his first 2 seasons has not performed as well as Pepe in his first 2 seasons. Just go. That was for you.
What's
Calm
that?
down.
Performed in
Sancho, goals, assists,
Did you
or
mind
even
the penalty?
appearances. Huh?
G/.
I keep not hearing you.
Did you minus the pens?
Didn't minus any pens.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
counted goals. Just counted
Okay.
goals. Yeah. Guys, before
Check
we
the
go.
chances created. Did you check the chance creations?
No. Didn't do that. Guys, Chelsea have raised hundreds of millions of pounds selling their trash to people like
Big
me.
up Todd. Big up Todd.
Big up Todd, big up
Big
Clear
up
Lake.
Todd.
I said at the end of
Toddler B. Toddler B.
Toddler B. I said that Chelsea are gonna sell a lot of players to get their squad numbers down from like 34 down to like 25. I think they've let go of 6 players already. But the issue is that they've already brought in Nkuku, they brought in Jackson. They're going to bring in more players, so they're going to be exactly where they were last season. But they have raised a lot of money, and there's been a lot of talk recently on how Manchester United have only raised, I think, since 2018, they've only raised about £70 million from player sales. Are you aware of that, Josco?
Yeah. See the this is why I said big up Todd.
Yeah, but the thing is, no, I'm not having a go at Manchester United. It's people forget, that if your team aren't performing, your players aren't going to be coveted. So you're not going to get any big sales. Man City have a very low net spend, okay? Which is why I want to debunk this net spend myth. People are like, oh yeah, but Man City got a lower net spend than so-and-so, yeah? Forget net spend. If we just look at the amount that was spent, the gross spend before any sales, okay? Man City have a high net spend, have a high gross spend. Pardon me?
Before any lies.
Before any lies, before any sales. But the thing is, Man City are a team that wins, so their players are very valuable, and not only that, they're very coveted. Do you understand? So then you get to sell your Leroy Sané for like 50 mil, your Raheem Sterling for 50 mil, your Kolovs, they go for money. Whereas at United, no one's coming for Martial. You understand? At Arsenal, no one's coming for your Pepes. So I just want to debunk.
Oh.
That's the difference, though. You know, That's the difference, coach. This is why I said big up Todd, because Todd knows how to do business. Yeah. Let me tell you now. Yeah. When we sell players, we don't get no money, bro.
No, it's
When
not sell,
we buy
it's
players,
transfer.
when we buy players, we gotta spend more money, and then on top of that, you see what Chelsea's doing now. Yeah, they might bring in a similar amount to what they get out, but you see the contracts, what they're giving the players that are coming in,
Mid,
they're on like
mid.
100 bags. They're only on
Mid.
100 bags. The players going out, yeah, they're on like the 200 bags, 250s. It makes a difference in the long run.
No, but do you know what man are missing? I think like more than anything, there's a change in culture. The new culture seems very much like doing business, whereas before the culture was pretend to do business to win things. And this to me sounds like, oh yeah, man, like we're so sick at business. Like look at the business. Oh, the business. Like, oh, we got this guy and business. And you see before it was like, this guy's getting sacked and I don't care how much it costs because you ain't helping us win the Champions League. Like Lukaku, I don't care what's going on. Long. I don't care how much long. That was the vibes. Like, what do we need? Oh, right, this guy didn't work. Bro, go through the list of number 9s that they took L's on. And it was fine, bro. We go again. You know what we do as well? Oh, no, we're getting to a stage here.
Whoa.
Oh,
He'll be back. He'll be back. I'm gonna read Scorcher's thoughts. He said we're getting to a stage where money after mech. So I don't know what Scorcher's saying. Guys, I'm gonna Scorcher probably come back. He may or he may not. His battery died. Streaming off the phone. So I'm gonna call it a day, just like that, because I'm tired. Just go, I know you're tired. You look tired. You must be tired being a Man United fan.
it's hard.
It's not easy, guys. Thank you for jumping on. I don't want to say too much, but we're on top of our weekly podcast, which will be back when the season resumes in mid-August. On top of that, we will be bringing you very, very regular live streams. Okay, I don't want to say too much now, but I've said this before and things have happened and I haven't continued. But if you understand what I'm saying, then you know, okay, you understand. So we're gonna call it a day. Thank you for everyone that's been on this stream. Please, can you like the video? Because I don't feel like people are liking the thing. Don't know what's going on. Quite a few of you on the stream, and the likes and the viewers aren't matching up. So we'll give you guys a moment. Just press the like. It looks like this. It's free and it helps us fight the algorithms.
I know they just deleted Scorcher. That we gotta pattern up them algorithms, man.
Exactly. See what they done? That was them.
That was them.
Because you man wasn't liking the. You know what I'm saying, but hopefully he's okay.
Todd Bowley was watching. He said,
press the button, nuclear button. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. We will be back sooner than you think. All right. Peace out and Godspeed. And this blood clot.